Good morning, students. So today we will start with the chapter that is banking. So in the group of money and banking, we are now starting with the last chapter of the group, that is banking. Okay, if we complete this chapter, we will complete one group. Now, what are the banks that we come across, like Punjab National Bank, State Bank, Bank of Baroda? In our school we have Bank of India and all. So all these are commercial banks. Okay, all these are commercial banks. So what does the commercial bank do? The commercial bank accepts deposit from the public and advances loans to the public to make profit. So what are the two works that the commercial bank does? Deposit accept karna from the public and to advance loans to the public to make profit. Now, what do the commercial bank do to earn profit? First, they charge low interest rate on the deposits that we do. Okay, the deposits that they collect from the public, they charge low rate of interest on it, and they charge high interest rate on the loans that they give. So the difference between the two gives the profit that the commercial banks make. तब क्या हुआ, लो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, जो हम लोग जो डिपॉजिट करते हैं पैसा उसमें लो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट देता है, और जब कोई लोन लेता है उसमें हाई इंटरेस्ट रेट चढ़ाता है. तो इसलिए दोनों का जो डिफरेंस है उसे कहते हैं उन लोग का प्रॉफिट. उसी से वो लोग प्रॉफिट बनाते हैं, कमर्शियल बैंक्स. ओके, सो नाउ देयर आर 3 functions of commercial bank: primary function, secondary function and miscellaneous functions. So the first comes primary function. So the primary function, number 1 is accepting deposit. So the commercial bank accepts deposit from the public. Okay, so there are 3 types of account: current account, savings account and fixed deposit. So the current account deposit, savings account deposit and the fixed deposit. Now, in these 3 types of accounts, the commercial bank accepts deposits from the public for these 3 types of account: current, saving, fixed. Now, in the current account is generally used by businessmen. Okay, so it is generally used by businessmen. Savings deposit or the savings account deposit is done by us, that is the households, and the fixed deposit is also done by the households. So in the current account deposit, it can be withdrawn at any time by the businessman with the help of checks, and there are no restrictions on it. In the current account deposit, it is withdrawable at any time through checks by the businessman, and there are no limitations or no restrictions on it. Okay, moreover, no interest is given on current account deposit. On current account deposit, no interest is given, and it is withdrawable by check by the businessman at any time, and moreover, there is no restrictions on such deposit, that is current account deposit. No restrictions. Savings account deposit, this also can be withdrawn at any time. Okay, at any time with the help of checks, but there are limitations on the number of checks or the number of times you are withdrawing. So from the savings account deposit also we can withdraw money at any time, but there are restrictions. There are restrictions on the number of checks that you are issuing against the savings account deposit. Okay. Moreover, interests are given on these deposits. And there are lesser restrictions on these deposits. Like in current account deposit, there was no restriction. In savings account deposit, there are a bit of restrictions, like the number of checks you are issuing against your deposit. So this is a kind of restriction on savings account deposit. Current account deposit, there was no interest given. Savings account deposit, interest is given on the deposit. Okay. Now the last is fixed deposit. Like fixed deposit, it is fixed for a certain time period. Okay, the money remains fixed for a certain time period and it cannot be withdrawn. It cannot be withdrawn with check before the time period is over. Like I said in the term time deposits in money supply, same way. In fixed deposit also, it is fixed. The money is fixed for a certain time period. Like we say FD. We say FD, that is fixed deposit. Like the money is fixed for a certain time period. It can be 2 years, 3 years or more than that. Before that, you cannot withdraw that money. Interest is given on that money, and whenever the time period is over, the maturity amount is given to you. Means along with the interest, the maturity amount is given to you. Okay, so fixed deposit is FD, that is just done for a certain time period. It cannot be withdrawn through check. It is only recoverable after the full maturity of the time period. After the maturity of the time period, the matured amount is given to you along with the interest amount. Okay, and it is not withdrawable by check. Okay, and interest is given on these deposits. Done. So these are the 3 types of deposits that the commercial banks accept. So there's the 3 types of deposit: current account deposit, savings account deposit, and fixed deposit. There's 3 types of deposit that the commercial banks accept from the public. Okay. So the next function of the commercial bank is